Visionary? Me a visionary? Nah, I just know what I've learned.
Jim is an extraordinary visionary. I've known him for 10 years, and it's almost like he has a crystal ball. I just don't understand how he does it. It seems like every time there's going to be a change in trends, whatever's going on in the industry, in the community, he's always a step ahead.
If you're alive today, there's four things that are certain in your life. Four things you simply can't control. There's, of course, birth, and next, or should I say last, is death. In between, we have our beloved taxes. We all love those, right? I bet you can't guess the fourth. In my opinion, the fourth is options. You see, every man, woman, and child in the world is presented with options every day of their life. The close cousin to options is the decisions that we make as a result of those options being presented to us. Now, you're going to have options presented to you that you can't control. There's like weather. However, decisions, well, they're something you can avoid, and a lot of people do. Anybody ever out there avoided a decision? I bet that struck a nerve, didn't it?
The company's given me the skill to, first of all, recognize that I need to make a decision. And second of all, the company's given me the mentorship to help me make these decisions and actually put them into a plan and take action on that.
Before, where I may not have made decisions quickly, now I make decisions, and I've got a team of support there to help me out because of the community. And it's really put me in an area where I can be successful with any decision that I make.
Decisions show up when we're presented with options. Let me give you a quick example. Say you're driving down the road and you come to a Y in the road. You can turn left or you can turn right. You know, options, you know. Just like birth and death and taxes, you're not going to stop the world throwing out options in your path. What would have happened for your life if you decided you just weren't going to make any decisions? You'd be sitting at that street corner for a long, long time.
This company has taught me how to take action on those decisions without fear. It's allowed me to be able to analyze and just take advantage of the opportunities that are given to me.
They give you their openness, their knowledge, their experience, so that you don't have to struggle like maybe they did. You don't have to go through some of the hurdles that they had to. You can do it a little bit easier and a little bit faster and a little bit better.
Decisions, based on the options that are presented to us, has formed our entire lifestyle. I mean, it's our current circumstances, our entire existence. Everything we are, the way we walk, talk, eat, the way I'm sitting here right now, I mean, all of it, every routine that's in our life is a product of the decisions that we've made on those options. You know, spend some time and think about it. Really, we are nothing more than a product of the decisions that we've made on the options that have been presented to us. Knowing that, and assuming it's true, how serious would you be taking your future options? Pretty serious, huh? Okay, now here's where the rubber hits the road. Embedded in those options are opportunities. Whether we recognize it or not, we're presented with opportunities consistently throughout our life. First, we need to be alive enough and awake enough to recognize those opportunities. You got to kind of be looking for them, because opportunities won't always come looking for us, right? Part of my success is that I've learned to recognize opportunity. I like to think of myself as an opportunist. When an opportunity presents itself, I do everything I can in my power to capture it. And secondly, we need to be smart and make the right decisions with respect to those opportunities. In other words, we have to choose the right option. Seems simple enough, doesn't it? Then why is it when people are presented with a great opportunity, they don't capture it? Man, I've been trying to figure that out for a long, long time.
There's so much opportunity out there. And I like to think this is our ship that's come in, and if we don't act now, then we'll miss it, and the opportunity's gone.
Jim's inspired me to change my life. He is my role model. He lives the lifestyle that I aspire to have, and the reason is he's in control of his life. He makes the decisions.
Yeah, I got it pretty good. I've enjoyed a lot of success. But my life's no different than yours. I'm a product of my decisions. Where I have perhaps succeeded is I've never, ever given up. And of course, I've made some right choices along the way, but don't be mistaken. I've made a ton of bad choices too. You see, success is nothing more than allowing yourself to make the wrong decisions over and over and over again without losing your enthusiasm or your motivation.
I can actually look up and see what successful entrepreneurs do on a daily basis and what they do with regards to business in their life. And I can judge that as a platform of where I can shoot for. And I would have never had that awareness before.
The advice that I give to people that want to achieve this level of success or even greater is simple. Stop looking at your choices without seriously considering the consequences. In other words, think. Think, if I do this, what will happen? I believe if we do that in our lives every time that an opportunity arises, we'll have a better chance of making the right decision. Secondly, don't be afraid to make a choice. Ignorance on fire is a whole lot better than knowledge on ice. I consistently tell all of my senior staff members that they better not make me the bottleneck. Make a stinking decision. I also let them know that they're in the position they are because I believe in them, I trust them, and I love them. I know that they'll look at options that are presented to them with all of their ability, knowledge, and experience, as well as all the information in hand, and they'll make a good, knowledgeable decision. I also assure them over and over again that I'll stand behind them in their decisions.
There's nobody else I'd rather be around than Jim, because his number one priority is changing people's lives. He goes out of his way. So many times I've seen Jim faced with a decision, and he always makes the decision to do what's right in helping people versus what would have been profitable for him.
I make sure that they know that I, more than anybody, understand they're human. They're going to make mistakes. You know, we all do. But that I will support their decisions, right or wrong. That way, they're never paralyzed and they're not afraid to make a decision. That, more than anything, builds confidence in people. That builds leadership skills in people, because confident people make great, trusted, and respected leaders.
Jim Piccolo is the type of visionary that amazing to follow. When I first met Jim, it was a man who helped me see things in a different light, and just to see him take concepts and bring them to reality for all the rest of us to really grasp and follow, it's been amazing.
There's that visionary thing again. What's up with that? I just told you before, I just know what I've learned. That's one of those obvious statements, I guess. It kind of reminds me of a buddy of mine that used to have a voicemail message that would say, "Hello, this is Tom. You've reached the number that you've dialed." Seriously, I just know what I've learned. We all have. Sadly, the difference sometimes is that we don't remember what we've learned. There's nothing as maddening as making the same mistake over and over and over again, is there?
Well, this company has taught me how to look at current events as an opportunity. It's allowed me to, instead of focusing on a negative, is how can I make a positive out of it? And again, with the leadership that's in this company, they help me with making those positive decisions.
If I were to give entrepreneurs one single piece of advice as they embark on their adventure, is to position themselves in front of a trend. I mean, the massive wealth in this country, without exception, has been created by someone merely positioning themselves in front of a trend. Take Bill Gates, for example. And here's a college dropout sitting in his garage thinking, wow, what if I could build a computer that didn't take up a 4-story building? What if I could build a computer that could sit on a desk and not crush the desk it's sitting on, you know? And that's just exactly what he did, and the rest is history. What if you would have positioned yourself in front of any of the daily conveniences that we've all taken for granted, like the airplane, the automobile, oil, steel, I mean, newspapers? If you'd done that, your name would be Ford or Rockefeller or Carnegie or Hearst or any other famous entrepreneur. Now there's real wealth. But what about trends that have emerged in the most recent times, like the fax machine or the cell phone or video games? What if you'd have positioned yourself in front of one of those trends?